Hello, and welcome to Leadership as a Philosophy, Not a Checklist Revisited, the definition. I'm going to get right into it. How important is the definition? Well, God clearly thought it was important. God created all the animals and the fields and all this stuff on the planet, and then took them to Adam to name them. And then whatever Adam named them, that was the appropriate name. So that's from the Bible. Socrates, the beginning of wisdom lies in the definition of terms. Socrates may have said that, he may not. Look it up. Next this is from Irving Younger, who's a judge from about 60 years ago. It's the duty of free men to call all things by their right name. Okay, cool. Well, let's start at the beginning. What's the definition of the term definition? It's the essential nature of a thing. So if you're reading something and this is the definition and it's not the essential nature, it's not really a definition. It's an explanation, but it's not the essential nature. And then what else? So if we've got a definition, then we have to have a focus. So a condition in which something can be clearly apprehended or perceived. So we need to have things that are defined because then we can clearly apprehend them and we can clearly perceive them. All right. So real quick, uses of the word leader and manager. You that have been paying attention will get this right away. So notice on the left, those two columns are all industry leaders, different leaders, people that are the best at something. So really they're the top of the competence hierarchy. And then the people that we know are going to be in charge of people have manager in their name. So already we're confused. The titles are confused. The expectations of these jobs are confused. Because if you think that you just are going to go manage stuff, well, then you're already setting yourself up for failure. So, as I just stated, everything on the left two columns can be related as the top of their competence hierarchy, which is great. But is that really a leader? No. So what's the essential nature of leadership? All leadership situations have people, environments, and a goal. And then what happens with everything else in a business that doesn't involve people, and environment, and a goal? Well, it's systems and processes. Okay? So this is the way that you have to think about it. Anytime a true leader is making any sort of a decision that involves anything, this is what they're doing. They have to attune competence and environment in pursuit of a goal. So whoever the most competent is for the requirement, for the environment, for what's going on in pursuit of the goal. It might not be the best person. It might be somebody who's less. But competency is the most important thing. Who can get the job done in this environment? Go. What do I need to get this job done? Go. What do I have to do to the environment to make the job work? Go. What's the goal and what environment will it require and what people will it require? Go. Anytime a leader is doing that, that is what they are doing. When things get screwy is when competency, the ability to do the job, is replaced with some other thing. So relationships, because I have to, because we're trying to fill some sort of weird expectation. Anytime that happens, that's when things go screwy. But a true leader, the most competent, the best at the job for the environment in pursuit of the goal. All right, now, we just said all organizations have systems and processes. Okay, well, what do managers do? Managers maintain systems and processes to sustain an organization. You need somebody to manage the things. You need somebody to manage the systems. You need somebody to manage a process. You don't put somebody that's in charge of people and call them a manager, because they don't manage people. People are not a thing. People are not a number. People are not an item. Right? So there's two distinct functions that are happening in an organization. There's leadership, competence, environment, goal. And there's management, systems, processes. Somebody that's good at systems and processes is rarely a leader. A leader can be good at systems and processes, but there's usually somebody that's better at it than that. Does that make sense? So that's the definition that we're going to be using everywhere else in this, and anytime you see that. When we say the word leader, we mean leaders in charge of people. Somebody who's attuning competence and environment, pursuit of the goal. Manager, systems, processes. So that's the definition in 5 minutes. I don't really have a case study to go look at, because the definition is the definition. you can find all sorts of times where people are confused and messed up on stuff. Okay, well, that was actually 4 minutes and 55 seconds, so time to go. Have a great day.
Yeah.